Hey guys, welcome back to Farming Simulator and Maypole Farm. Today's probably going to be a bit of an admin day because I don't think we have a lot to do until October when the grass is grown. So we're going to be feeding cows, selling the milk, selling the slurry. You might use the milk tanker to do the slurry. Yeah, we'll be making some chocolate milkshake. I think we'll see if we can run the time on times 10 for a bit just to get through time a little bit. So we want to grab the bucket first. We want to remember to put hay in before silage so we avoid the drama we had before. We want about 1,800 litres of potatoes per mix, or less than 1,800 litres of potatoes per mix. Yeah, so this is the first post-llama video. Llama was a lot of fun, very tiring. Cool to catch up with folks again, as always. It was weird. It's just the third year of going to Llama, and I thought it was very similar. In the layout was pretty much the same. There was a noticeable exception. Giants were not there, obviously, which, besides having, I guess, a focal point for meeting, didn't matter so much. For me, I was only there for the one day, so yeah, it didn't matter so much because I basically just spent the day going around with a few guys from FS, I guess predominantly from FSG's Discord. We went and saw a bunch of stuff. It's kind of cool actually, because with Farmer Hamish and having someone who's actually a farmer was kind of cool. It adds a bit of a dimension to things when there's actually someone who knows a bit more about real farming there. At least for me, it does, you know. So yeah, I had fun. And then the evening was cool as well, just hanging out, chatting to people. My hotel was actually really nice. It was a Days Inn, and I found that chain is actually really good. It seemed like it was a hotel that was pretty freshly decorated, all really tidy. Problem was getting to it. It was on the M6 motorway, if you're not in the UK, and it was the wrong side of the M6, so I had to go down the M6, turn around and come back, and yeah, it was a bit of a faff, and then get there till really late, and it was kind of knackered, and then woke up at like 5:30 in the morning for no reason. So yeah, that was not particularly fun. But anyway, it was a good time. Good time was had by all, I hope. And then I've been off work the rest of the week. Had some stuff to do on Friday, and then weekend I've been out with the teenager to music stuff, which was cool, but I'm freaking exhausted now. From not enough sleep, being stood up for hours. This is going to sound stupid with one of my hobbies, which I haven't been doing lately, running. Had a bit of a break from it, but yeah, standing on your feet for, it must have been 4.5 hours we were stood up, is kind of tiring, which, yeah, sounds stupid for someone who's an ultra runner, but yeah, it was a pretty tiring day. But awesome night last night. Awesome night. Watching one of our favourite bands. So. I'm going to get the rest of that bale. Yes, I am. Awesome. So we're going to get the cow sheds filled up with food. This one doesn't need that much. We're going to get the calves sold today as well, I think. Even though some of them are pretty young. guys are, yeah, like 0 months old. So basically, kind of curious actually, how much space do we have in these sheds? We have some space. But I mean, oh, they are nice to buy. That confused the heck out of me. I'm very tired, folks. I'm very tired. Yeah, we'll do another mix. Get that in this one. We're going to need an animal trailer to do a run to the animal dealer. So that's how you take animals to the animal dealer. I'm not going to sell them. We could sell them straight out of the pen, I guess. We're really just looking to save on putting feed in them. Save us time. Time is money, folks. Time is money. It's more, time is limited, as always, you know. Never enough hours in the day. Yeah. Break. Get that tipped in there. These will go in. Brilliant. And cool, actually being able to get more than just the silage and the hay in. I mean, we could have been putting straw in, but I cannot see the point in putting straw in TMR. I mean, I guess in real life, farmers do to kind of bulk out the food and not make it too rich, I think. Question mark. Engineer, not a farmer, as always. But yeah. But yeah, I think basically today's going to be getting us to the point where we can progress to October to be doing hay off of the big grass field, the sugar beet harvest, hopefully. I mean, they may not be ready straight away. That's just the first opportunity we will have to harvest them, not necessarily when they will be ready. Should probably try and take bales right off the top to reduce the height of that. Let's just zoom out a little bit, get a slightly better view. There we go. Yep. So down a little bit. And something that was kind of cool actually was I took no real pictures or anything while I was there, video, but they had their fence had some nice old fence on their stand. Unimog had some old kit, or Mercedes I guess had some old kit on their stand. Yeah, there was a really nice old Ford Escort there. I know, can't take the Essex out of me. There's an old Escort. Well, it wasn't really old. It was a current, but based on old Escort rally car there. Not like Cosworth, but older generation than that. That was really cool. Yep. Be careful we don't go back over the 10% dumping at this point, but we need to make space for the rest of the bales. So, yeah. And then I've got a reasonable amount of space for food in this one, so that's good. What animal trailers do I have available to me? I don't think I've yet to transport animals in. We've got this one, that's 5, 6. Yeah, so we might as well get the super cheap one. And do it that way, I guess. I wonder if that will hook up to the pickup. Probably not. But let's lease that. Yeah, it's nice and cheap. I think the delivery point is still at farm. Yep, awesome. Sure what that achievement was for, but anyway. The truck hasn't got a tow hitch, I don't think. We'll have a quick peek. See if it has. By truck, I mean lorry. If the lorry will tow it. That might be faster. Plenty faster than the tractor. Whether it can tow the trailer faster is a different question. Yeah, that looks fine, doesn't it? Nothing wrong with that at all. Speed is obviously going to be important, only being able to do 6 at a time. Right. You selected. Yes, and that's filled the trailer. Awesome. Let's go. Get these guys sold. That did take all of the carbs out of that pen, didn't it? Yep, brilliant. Cool. Good stuff. We could chuck a few in the back, couldn't we? It's probably a bit unsafe. No. Just a tad. Just a tad. You have to remember that the turn up here is awful and always surprises me with how early it is. And getting up this hill is always freaking awful. Go. And it's not that far to the animal dealer, it's just there, which is why it's worth us driving it, because we'll probably save ourselves a fortune in seller fees. So, yeah. I wonder where the trigger is here. And it's nice that they're sleeping as we drive. As they go to sleep. That looks like the animal trigger. There's an animal paw there. There we go. So, trailer. Select all? No. Well, there might have been until I started selecting them, and then we'll go sell selected. £1,500. Nice. So at least paid for the trailer. Plus a bit. Because the trailer was like 500. So pretty good. The next run will be pure. Oh, someone's left the Merlot and the tractor run. Awful people. Awful people. So I got to meet, well, very briefly. Apologies if you watch the creator of the hire purchase mod. So apologies if you're watching, but I was a little bit brain fried at that point, and yeah, I should need to add in some more of said creators mods, because he has the garage mod, which I'm not using, which adds back the FS22 own vehicles garage. But yeah, at that point of the day, I was fried. They said it was a long, well, not long, longish trip back. So it took me about half an hour to get back to the hotel. And by the time I got back there, and then had a little bit of time to. There was an animal GUI there. A little bit of time to decompress. 3, 4, 5. Let me select more. Okay. Trailer. How many has actually moved into the trailer? I guess we'll find out when we get there. Yeah, I had to have a little bit of time to decompress my guys. It was actually way late by the time I got to sleep. So yeah, having had 2 days like that in fairly short succession, and you know, I don't know how. Probably you guys maybe don't suffer with this, but got home on the Thursday. Kind of fell asleep Thursday afternoon for like 5-10 minutes in the chair, as you do, or maybe in the bath, either one. And then couldn't get to sleep until super late again on Thursday night. Similar on Friday night. And then I thought, actually, that's probably not a bad thing because Saturday night, last night, I was out late. But that now means I am wrecked. It's Sunday, for context. And I'm in work tomorrow, and I've got to get up at like 5 o'clock to go to work. So, yeah. That'll be fun. Not something we can change, so let's. So we did only get 6 into. I deselect them. Select all. So selected. Brilliant. That's better. Yeah, so anyway, it was an awesome night last night. It was well worth being tired for a few days. Well worth being tired for a few days. Here we have a fermented bunker silo. That's cool. So we'll start using that instead of the bales, because, as I said previously, to avoid when we get to the point when we're chopping next time, having a plant that's got stuff in it still. Because that was kind of not great. Or having to like do it, desperately clear it out beforehand. It's kind of not brilliant, is it? So yeah, I don't know. That's my thought, because the bales can just sit there. Aren't really a problem. How many more calves have we got to get rid of? That sounds rather callous, but it's the truth. 3, 7. Brilliant. Maybe we keep the best one. So, you're definitely gone. Oh no, 6. Awesome. We're probably going to get more, because I don't think all of them have had calves yet. It's fine. I just don't see the point in feeding them. If we want to expand the herd, we should just buy like 1 or 2 mature cows with what we've sold. Maybe we do that. Maybe buy 1 more. Yeah, so let's get these sold. And what do we have? You'll do. Take you back. Job was a good one. A slight expansion of the herd by Ann Cow. And obviously they're going to have a calf before they are actually useful, but you know. In time, they will add value. And obviously we haven't spent any money on getting them, and they're going to do more useful things with the food we put in them. So, sounds good. Alright, next job, milk, I think. Move. Yes. Yes. Hook. Turn. Yes. Awesome. Hot truck again. Cool. Jump in other truck. Milk. Not sure what happened to the number plate on this. Big deal. Not buffalo milk. Milk. Don't have buffalo. So, yeah. I don't know how much this holds. Well, should be in for a decent payday. We do look quite appropriate in the pickup truck. A lot of milk. That's a lot of milk. Enough. Great. A heavy trailer if it had that many litres of milk in it. 13 tons full. Would be a lot for a pickup truck to tow. Maybe too much in the UK, I think. 12,000 kilos of milk. Assuming milk has a similar density to water. Pretty sure it does, being mostly water. But yes, that would be rather heavy to tow behind a pickup truck. Given the age of this pickup truck, it probably has drum brakes on the back. Yeah. Oh well. It's certainly not driving like it's towing 12,000 kilos. Good old update mass equals false, I suspect. A wonderful function that I assume real farmers take advantage of as well. They don't, they should. It doesn't feel like it's got the weight in it. Which is kind of nice. Because this would be quite a trek with a heavy trailer. Should be a ton of cash. I'm kind of wondering if we can get away with not selling the slurry and then dumping it all on the grass field. It's quite nice. I think what we'll probably do is get some straw in the sheds and call it a day. Partly because I'm recording this on the laptop, just recorded a Schedule 1 video on there, and I've just looked back at the edit, and it looks like I'm going to have some fun fixing sound stuffs, maybe. So I wanted to check that I've not got that creeping in with this video. So yeah, we'll call it a day there, I think. Just in case I've stacked up a whole bunch of more complicated editing for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, click the like button, comments, all the usual stuff. Thank you to the Patreon and the YouTube channel members, and I will see you guys next time.